Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing a save file that I created for a custom world. It is called Hylewood and it was created by Nilxis on Tumblr. I will be providing a link in the description for the custom world. You do have to download it from Tumblr. And for my save file, I will be providing a link as well. So if you do want to play with the save file, you do have to have Hylewood. It is necessary, otherwise it will not show up in your game and it won't work. But yeah, so let's get into this. So I'm just going to show off some of the descriptions of the households that are nearby. And I'll just kind of show off the outsides of the houses and whatnot. So first we have, I do have it set up where you play as the Velasquez family first. So you would just have to go into like edit world and create a sim because I had to do this in order to like do certain things. But so this is the Velasquez family. Bruno is the teenage son. He loves sports and his mother works at the local school. Isn't it just great to have a parent at school to embarrass you at all times? So she does work at the school. And so yeah, obviously there's only one school here, obviously. I called it Hylewood High. I will be showing off everything here since it is quite a small world. And then we have their neighbors, the Oaks. And they are a elderly couple. The Oaks love to spend their days out in the garden or by the water catching a nice big fish. They also love spending their days snuggled up with their cat Ginger. So yeah, and you see Ginger's right there. So this is their neighbor. And then over here we have the Moya family and a sports enthusiast wife and a computer scientist raising a family. What more could they want? And they live in a cute little suburban home here. And then next door is a Torres family. Becoming an adult is already tough. I meant to say planning. Planning a wedding, also tough. But what's most tough of all? Raising a teen sibling. And so we do have, they are a couple. So this is, I think Adam Torres, I believe. And then his sibling, who is a teenager. And then this is his fiance right here. And then we have, I believe this is the last setup household that I made, and it is Bradley Kirkland. Bradley always dreamt of being in charge of his own business, to be a sim of the future. When he's not bossing Sims around or admiring himself in the mirror, Bradley likes to travel around on his speedboat. And I will be showing off like the houses because I did build some of these exclusively for the world to fit on the lots. And then, so these right here, these were from a suburban household that I actually did a speed build for recently on my channel if you want to check it out. And then the rest, I believe, were houses that I built for the world specifically, and then most of this stuff I built specifically for the world except for these two lots here, which are lots that I already created. This is arcade, I believe is another save file, and then this I did a speed build for, I believe, on my channel, but I did tweak it a bit to have less stored content, though it still has a little bit. Okay, so here we have the Velasquez family, and so this is his mother, Molly. I already have it pre-set up with their careers, so she already works in the education career. She's education level 6. She's a high school teacher, so she's a teacher for, his classes and stuff. So she really gets to embarrass him. And this is their house. This is Molly's bedroom. And then this is Bruno's bedroom. I converted the garage into his own little space. So, he gets his own room here. And then next door, it's kind of similar, except for like the garage. I didn't do that. But I'm not going to show the inside because it's pretty much the same house. And this is Vivian and this is Oliver. Vivian, I believe, does not work right now or does not work. But Oliver is a part-time bookseller at the bookstore. And then we do have over here, so this is Mr. Bradley Kirkland, the big hotshot here. His white suit, his cream suit. And he does work in business. I believe he's a vice president of the business career track. This is his speedster Porsche car, his speedboat. As he mentioned, he loves to use his speedboat. Okay, and then this is the inside. So we do have here, he has solar panels. He really pays for the electricity. He's trying to go solar energy, the green energy. But yeah, he is, like I said, a futuristic sim. So he wants to be man of the future. So he has a lot of high-end technology. And he gets to look out of the water while he does his pull-ups here. And this is his bedroom here. And we have a very small, it is like a bachelor pad. He is single right now. He's all about minimal spacing, but with the best stuff. So he has his own little patio here. He has the futuristic type of things here for his technology. He has the best, and he even has this nice background. Those little things from Into the Future. Just to note, I probably should have said this before, but you do need all of the stuff packs, except for Katy Perry Sweet Treats and all of the expansion packs. Expansion packs, all of them isn't like a necessity. So you will need Into the Future. This house won't even really have half of the stuff in it if you don't have Into the Future. And yeah, the stuff packs, some of the Sims, the clothes that I've used for them, they do also have things from the, what's that called? From the Diesel stuff pack, because there's a lot of jeans in them. So I just wanted that to be noted. But yeah, let's go next door. We have the wedding beach, which was a little beach strip that was there, and I just created it as a space to get married in case you start off with a single sim and they wanted to marry someone here. Maybe you create like someone to go, you know, like live next door in one of the other houses and they meet them, and that's a storyline, you know, I don't know. But this is it's a little beach area. You have this here so you could turn on here and they can have a little dance party, and they could, like, if they have a cake, put on this table, cut the cake, you know, just have a little weddings reception hall area. And then I guess we'll just go to the school. So I didn't do much to it. This is the rabbit hole for the school. All kids in this world will go here. And we have just like some hopscotch here where they can play hopscotch. And we have the, what's this called? Like the parking lot. And it is the dual lot. So it is a school and the stadium. So you can also have like a sports career here and stuff like that as well. Here we have the Moya family. This is them. They live in this area right here. These are them and their 2 kids. Since it is the beginning of the save, they do start off there. Next door is an empty house. So this is one of the houses that you can move into if you want to. And then right next to them is the Torres family. So this is, you know, Adam and his sister and his fiance. And this is like their little house here. You know, they're all kind of the same suburban styled homes. Just want it to kind of fit in with each other. And then in the woods over here, in the little forest area, this is a house that I created for a different save file, but I felt like it actually really went well with this. It just made sense to go here. But this is it. I tweaked it, so there's not much store content in it. These counters are store content, but they probably would just be replaced by something else. That's not a big deal. And then there's just like the shelf here. Everything else, and then it's light, I'm sorry. So these three, just the kitchen, like these 3 things here are store content. I did forget to change those, so I apologize. But the rest is just from like expansion packs or stuff pack and things like that, like base game and things like that. So this is the house. It's a very small house. You know, you can have 1 or 2 Sims live here if you want them to be kind of like secluded Sims who like to live in the forest, do things like fishing. They have the whole like lake over here for themselves. You know, if they like to go bike riding, you have the whole trail. They can go jogging, things like that. And then next we have here, I'll go to this first. This is where all of the rabbit holes that are remaining are. To note, there is no criminal career or the spa. So there's no like criminal or spa rabbit holes in this world because I just couldn't fit them in these lots. They're too small. So this is what I was able to do. I did make a plaza. This comes with the world, this Hylewood sign for like Hylewood Plaza. I plopped it down, and it should be another part of the world as well. But this is kind of what this looks like. You know, these are all the rabbit holes. I made this usable, so you have like, you know, they have like the water fountain here, they have the seats, and there's even dumpsters to go dumpster diving in. And then so over here we have the bookstore, so you can go sit and read books if you buy some. Then you have, let me just zoom out a bit, we have here, I think this is from Pets, this is the journalism and the restaurant rabbit hole that's combined. And then we have on this side here, this is the grocery store and the diner. And then we have next to that, it is the movie theater. And then of course, if you go down, we have the remainder, which is a hospital and science lab. It's a dual rabbit hole. And then we have this like triple like rabbit hole here with everything here. So you have pretty much the basic things here. I just really wanted to have most of the stuff implemented. Next we have when I created the Hylewood Library and Consignment store. Now this is another lot that has 2 store items, but they will just disappear if you don't have them. I tried to design it around that, so in case you don't have them, it doesn't really matter. You won't really fully notice, you know. So it's just these 2 things in the Consignment store. It's the Savvy Sellers collection So you have the Savvy Sellers cashier box to buy certain things, and then you have the little toy machine. But if you don't have that, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. You know, this will just not appear, and then neither will this. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is from packs. So let's start here, I guess. So we have the actual library portion. And I did decide to do a library instead of a consignment store for one reason. That's because when you read at the library, if you do, I did put like these bookcases. There's no skill books here for some reason. I thought one of these would have it, but unfortunately it doesn't, so I apologize for that. But you do get certain skill boosts and stuff when you're at the library. So I figured, like power study, I think it is. So I figured that would be a better thing. And it's more of a communal space. So you have the public bathrooms. You have the whole little reading section with all the bookcases. It's very cozy in my opinion. You know, if I do say so myself. And then I wanted this to be like a communal area, which is made for everyone in town, for this small little communal space. So, you know, you have like art, I guess you could say art classes, like art areas here for people to express their creativity. You have spaces empty for kids to do homework together. You have the computer area to do different skills and stuff, and you have like the chess here. And then I even put this from university, this board here where you can like do certain things, which I think have to do with your skills. So, you know, like you have like the concept art and math, writing, sports, you know, things like that. So I just thought that was a cool thing, and they can do presentations. It's another way to fulfill their, like, I think their skill levels, to kind of boost them and stuff. And it's in like a, you know, a community space. So I felt like it would kind of work. I thought that was cute. So, and then of course I already showed this, the consignment store technically. There's no one here, I think, because they automatically spawn at 9 a.m. Typically that's how the register works. I don't know if you could set hours for this. I've never tested it with like a lot like this before, but I think regardless, especially if you have NROS register, I think it is, or NROS career, I definitely recommend, if you don't have NROS, to download it and look at their website. There's a couple. I think it's NROS career and register. It's one of those because it lets you have Sims spawn automatically at every register, every booth, everything, and you won't have to worry about it not working or not having to like hire somebody, unless let's say it's like a stores clerk for this. I think you have to click on because they work differently, but like I highly recommend that because it definitely like saves you a lot of like worry and things like that. But yeah, and this is the outside of it. I did want it to be slightly modernized, and you know, you have this parking spaces and stuff, and that's really cute. And then next we have here, so this is Autumn Cafe. I've shown this in other videos on my channel before. I've already created this on like a speed build. Pretty much, I altered this to have very minimal store content, of course. So we have these lights here, and then we have the lights, I think, are from like the Bohemian Garden set, and you can buy them separately if you didn't have them already. We have this, which I think this vinery does come with Monte Vista. So if you don't have Monte Vista, it'll just disappear. I don't think it's necessary. It's just a nice additive touch. But I replaced all the stuff out here besides that, I think, so that way it's not from the store. And then very minimal store content. Again, these lights, same thing. They'll just disappear. Not that big of a deal. And then I replaced some of the tables and stuff. These couches I could not part with. I kept them in. They're from Roaring Heights. If you don't have them, I don't know how it's going to change. You could just replace this lot altogether if you really wanted to. It's like a 30 by 20 lot. But, you know, I figured if you wanted to keep it, you know, I mean, I changed it around a bit. So, I mean, this is free store content, like the pumpkin stuff, it's free. So if you don't have it from the store already, highly recommend, you know, free is always great to get. And then I put a food register instead of the bakery register. So the only like bakery object is this board here, which it would just disappear. It's still just a wall. It's not that big of a deal. And I replaced all the other like chairs and stuff here, so that way they're not from the store. And then I think the only thing is the like this like plant thing here, but that's pretty much it. Everything else is as it is. And then we have here, this is the High Tide Arcade. I built this, again, I've already built this previously, so it wasn't just for this lot or for this world, but it is a bar now, so it does open at certain times. So it is an arcade slash bar at this point. I didn't alter anything here. It's the same stuff. Down here, this is all the same, and then you have here, this is all the same stuff except for the fact that this doesn't have any of the store content in this section anymore. I replaced it, so this is all exclusively from packs. And I do use Into the Future quite a bit in this, so that's just to note. But we do have the bar here, and then the only store object, literally the only store object, is this gumball machine, which is literally in the corner, so it'll just disappear if you don't have it. I think it's really not that big of a deal then. But yeah, everything else, karaoke bar, bowling, everything you can need in an arcade/bar. And it's a place where you can hold birthday parties too if you wanted to. I wanted to make sure there was a lot to do in this world with the minimal space that you get, so I think I conveyed that pretty well. And then we have here the festival lot. I made a very, very tiny festival lot, and it is the Hylewood Festival. It is summer because that's how you start off in the game. And this is the park here. This is always here, and then I did alter it. Hopefully it works properly. It seems like it did, but this is how it is for summer, and then I kind of altered and tweaked it a bit so that way you have it for each season. This will always be here, and then you have like the bathrooms and stuff. I thought it was really cute. And then lastly, the last lot we have is the graveyard, because I always want to have that available in my worlds that I like, or save files. So this was functional. I already tested it. They could get to it. The routing is fine. And then these aren't, obviously there's no one actually here. It's just the ones that you place down. But I did edit it so that there's space left in case you do some kind of generation or a big family or whatever. And you know, you have the space to plop them down here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's like, you know, a decent save file that could, you know, you can do a lot of things in it for the minimal amount of space that you get with it. Because this world, I love tiny worlds. The challenge with them, of course, is getting enough stuff to do for your Sims in order for it to feel like a full world or a full save or something like that. So thank you so much for watching if you did. I'm going to again place the links for both, of course, the save for this world and then the world itself, which is going to be on Tumblr. And if you like this, if you do use my save file, please let me know in the comments below if you do. And if you have any like questions or anything, if you enjoy it, like, you know, just let me know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good one. Take care.